Hey guys, Mac and Ian here today, and Ian's going to show me how to make a 500-point force with HeroClix. And I've provided him with a plethora of cool figures, I think. So you're going to show me the basics.
Yeah, so the basics are, once you've agreed upon your force build total, in this case we're going to go with 500 points,
right.
Before we look at keywords, before we look at a number of different intricacies of it, we're going to basically decide how are we going to allocate our point values. And so there's a very simple way that I usually use as a starting structure. Of course it's bendable, tweakable, but the idea being is that you have 500 points, you get 5 action tokens, so you're going to want 5 characters to maximize your use of your actions.
Right.
So generally speaking, what I do is I start out with a tentpole or a primary attacker. In a 500 point build, I go with about 200 points, somewhere around there. So if we look at what's in front of us, there's a few that are in and around that range. Doesn't have to be exactly 200, but that's generally my benchmark.
I've got Iron Man at 242 here.
242 is a little higher than I'd like to go.
All right.
I'll tell you what, for simplicity, why don't we choose...
Look at that, Ragnarok is 200 on the dot.
200 on the dot?
Or we could do Steve Rogers. He's cool too.
I tell you what, you get to choose.
Well, okay, so what are the point values? Oh, he's 200 as well. But he's 250 on his first click, so maybe we'll go with Ragnarok.
I'm going to go with Ragnarok? We'll choose Ragnarok. So now that we've chosen our primary attacker, 200 points, we've got a secondary attacker to choose. Now, I usually go with 2 secondary attackers at about 100 points each. So with 200 point each guys, plus the 200, now you're up to 400. Now you got 3 guys, that leaves you 100 left for something else. So let's choose a couple of guys at somewhere around 100 points each. Let's see, what do we got? We got Hank Pym at 100 points. He could work.
Cool.
Alright, let's choose Hank Pym. Anybody else you think works out?
I've got Hulklops at, I think he's 140 points. That might be a little high.
140, yeah, maybe at this point, because we're still going to have to try and come up with 2 other characters after that.
Rick Jones is only 75.
You know what? Let's take Rick Jones.
He looks cool.
He does look cool, doesn't he? There you go, Rick Jones. So now we're up to 375 points. So we saved ourselves a bit of points by picking Rick Jones.
Cool.
If Rick Jones was 100, then we'd be at 400, and we'd have 100 points left over. And then normally what I do is I split that into 2 50-point characters, and they're my support characters. So guys that have something like a support power like Outwit or Perplex or Probability Control, that's really one of my favorites. In this case, we've got 125 points to play with. So let's see what we can find. Maybe we can find somebody that's like anywhere 50, 65 points, something like that. Let's see if we can find somebody that's got a support power that might be good for us.
Yeah. Can't even see how many points Goliath is. It's got to be around here somewhere. Oh, there we go. He's got three things. He's got 160, 150.
160, 150.
All right, can start off at the 50 line. Where does that take him? Takes him to that click there.
Alright, well, at 50 points, he's got Perplex. Great.
Cool. Support player found. And he's tall.
So we're up to 425 now. Now we get 75 points left to play. Here's what I would like to do for 75 points. You can play a full power battery for 70 points.
Oh,
have 5 points left over. Now, like I said, this is a basic force build, so we're not getting into keywords, so if you were to analyze the keywords and stuff, that might not have been our best choice.
Alright.
But you can see how it pans out. You got 5 characters, 500 points, you got a tentpole or your main attacker, you get a couple of secondary attackers, and then you get a support piece, and then you either have a resource or you have another support piece. And that's the basics of it. Once you've got that down, now you can look at, are my pieces efficient for the point value? Do they have keywords that tie well together, like Hank Pym and Ragnarok? Well, Ragnarok might not, but if it was Thor, they'd probably have the Avengers keyword and they key well together.
Right.
So these are all things that you can consider, and that's going to get you started. So you can go home and you can look through your pieces and try and start from there. And once you got that down, then we start to, we'll go to the next level.
Cool.
All right?
All right.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Thanks for watching, guys. This has been Force Build with Ian and Mac. Make sure to subscribe and like our videos. Check out our other videos too. They're all awesome, quality YouTube stuff, I would say. And
depends on who you talk to.
Yeah. Everyone. Anyway, alright, see you guys next time.